Welcome back, team, to another Saturday tester. This week is called Thicck and Quicck. This is going to be a two-part workout, two separate scores, an A score and a B score. The workout is going to start with a 12-minute time cap. You're going to go through 50 alternating dumbbell snatches, 100 double unders, or double the amount of singles, into 40 dumbbell clean and jerks, or a variation that you prefer, into 80 double unders, into 30 burpees over your dumbbell, into 60 double unders. Now, regardless of how long this takes you, at the 14-minute mark, you will start your B work. So there is a 2-minute rest from A to B. At the 14-minute mark, you're going to have 6 minutes to complete your heaviest Bella complex. For those of you that are interested in CrossFit, the Bella complex is something that has come up in a few competitions around the world, so we are going to be giving you some exposure this week. The complex is going to start with a clean. That can be a squat or a power variation, into a shoulder to overhead. Any variation will count. Into a front squat, back into your second shoulder to overhead. Now, with this Bella complex, how we are making this tricky is you are only allowed 3 attempts. Now that means you cannot do a clean to warm up. That means you cannot do a shoulder to overhead to warm up. You are only allowed to touch your barbell to add load or to make an attempt within the 6-minute cap. So this means that you need to have a game plan when it comes to loading of the barbell before the workout starts. So what will we be testing? As we've seen in previous opens, it is very rare to be giving a true 1 rep max. What we tend to see is fatigued style lifting or fatigue based lifting, which is exactly what's going to happen here. You're going to complete your workout. You then have to build to a heavy complex of this movement. So that means we're going to have to start to think about rest time. We're going to have to think about loading of the barbell. We're going to have to think about what we're going to prioritize in terms of A and our B work. If we look at this workout, most of the workout itself for the A work is upper body. So we will be testing your upper body pulling and pressing movements, especially as we start to move through the workout itself. As we talked about last week, we talked about complementary movements, meaning a push with a pull, or upper with a lower. What we're going to be going through this week, team, is an uncomplementary style tester. That means that the majority of this work is upper body focused. The same way like CrossFit likes to give you complementary style workouts, they also like to give you uncomplementary style workouts. So we're trying to give you as much exposure to different styles of testers as possible. How does this fit into your current training program? Now, if we look at the current training program, we have started to move more into our CrossFit style workouts. That means you've been doing less EMOMs and you've been doing more fatigue-based lifting within a time frame. So that's exactly what this week's Saturday tester is going to be based around. Within your current training program, you also get a lot of dumbbell movement exposure. So what we should be thinking about now, team, is we have snatching and a dumbbell clean and press or clean and jerk. So let's start thinking about now what variation we are going to be using for today's session. For those of you that have been practicing your double unders, we now have a chance to express that during the workout with quite big chunky double under sets, which we've also been giving you on a weekly basis. Pacing. Now, like I said, this is 2 separate scored events, A and B. That means what we have to do is play to our strengths. So I know as a heavy lifter, if I full send this A work and I cannot recover by the time the B work starts, I will not be able to express a true representation for the Bella complex. Now that means what I have to do is dampen this and slow down so that by the time I can move to the B work, I can express those heavier lifts. Or vice versa, if you know that the complex is going to be hard for you, you need to really push on the A work so that you can pull your score a little bit higher, because we know that the B work's going to be challenging for you. Now remember team, you're only allowed 3 attempts at this Bella complex. Now that means as soon as your hands touch the barbell, your complex has started. That means you have to complete it unbroken. That also means that if you get halfway and you fail a lift, that means you only have 2 attempts left on the barbell. So this means before you start lifting, you have to make damn sure that you're ready to lift that barbell. That means understanding rest, recovery, and reload times are going to be very important by the time we get to this second piece. Remember team, let's grab a buddy, let's get after this one. There is a 14-day free trial for all of our non-subscribers. For all of you that are at Coastal Fitness team, let's make sure you sign up for the Fitness League, because we're going to be getting after the Open shortly.